Disturbing developments are coming in now on the suspected murder of a 1-month-old infant baby. You may recall that the suspect in this case is the child's mother, an ultra-Orthodox woman from Beit Shemesh. This incident was first reported after the child drowned in a jacuzzi while the family was on a vacation together. ILTV's Brett Allen Smith is here now with more details. Brett, I understand the autopsy results are now back from the lab?
Correct. Those lab results have revealed even more horrific details in this case, actually. Evidence obtained in the autopsy also appears to line up with a confession from the child's mother, who is suspected of murder in this.
And what exactly is she saying?
Well, she is now apparently admitted to killing the child, basically. The autopsy indicates that she actually put him under the water 4 times before the infant tragically and inevitably drowned. But one of the more disturbing things said in her confession, as if this could even get worse, is that she said she saw a divine vision just before this all happened, and that it told her that God would intervene to save the child from the water.
Oh, it's absolutely horrible. So, I mean, I understand this woman has been diagnosed, though, by the court doctors as mentally unfit for prosecution. So that would mean that she won't stand trial even after admitting to this murder, right?
Right, that's how it seems now. And obviously we've seen cases in the past where suspects, who sometimes do come from the Ultra-Orthodox community, claim mental disability in order to escape jail. But in this case, doctors on both sides of the case seem to agree that she is indeed unfit to stand trial. But the other key factor here in this murder is the husband, and he was apparently sleeping when the crime actually took place. But investigators have widely suspected him of both being involved in the murder and possibly attempting to destroy evidence after it happened. But investigators were not able to turn up enough evidence to put him behind bars or keep him in prison. He's actually walking free right now, which means that at the end of this, probably no one is ever going to stand trial for this murder.
This is such a difficult story. I mean, on the one hand, you have the courts that have declared the mother unfit, and so she's now in an institution, and be what it may, there isn't evidence to indict the husband. So, I mean, that you could say that's the justice system, I guess. But on the other hand, I know at the child's funeral, a lot of the Haredim who attended refused even to admit that this woman was capable of murder. I mean, if we can't talk about these issues at the heart of our societies and our communities, what hope do we have to change them, really?
No, I totally agree. And I mean, speaking of due process, obviously the government right now is talking about taking away some of that due process, taking away the court's ability to carry out that process at all. I mean, that's generally why democracies have a system of checks and balances in the first place. I mean, you just talked about this in your last interview. So the laws can be enforced or undone in a fair legal way. And I'm not saying that our systems, our justice systems, or our rehabilitation systems don't need deep and long reform, but simply undoing them, I think, threatens everything that makes a democracy kind of work. And this is a good case study for that.
All right, it's an interesting point. Brett, thank you for the update on this difficult topic. Thank you.